Hi guys, welcome back to Baddish and Brainy. So I am Sienna and I represent Baddish and Brainy. I created this brand just to talk about women empowerment and fitness. I'm not going to talk too much about it. If you want to know more about Baddish and Brainy, check my other videos. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and make sure you click the notification button. Today we are talking about 3 bedtime mistakes, snacking mistakes that we should not be doing. So stay tuned. Alrighty guys, so first and foremost, how are you? Right? As I feel like there's so much going on in the world right now with everything that's going on with COVID, the protesting, just like the whole climate of the world right now is so chaotic. If you really follow my channel, make sure you join me so that we could do yoga sessions on Sunday relaxations, or Sunday yoga relaxation days, so that we could really start to, not decompose, that's not the word I'm looking for, but we could really start to dissect the stress that we have to really face right now in this climate. But anyway, so I hope everybody's doing okay. Again, I'm Sienna, and I'm the representative or the creator of Baddish and Brainy. And today we are talking about 3 bedtime mistakes to avoid. Now, this post is also on my blog, www.baddishandbrainy.com. Please check it out. And I've been working really hard on it. So I also, changed a few things on the store. Just check it out. So the first thing that we should not be eating, and I'm so guilty of this, is eating a lot of chips in the nighttime, right? So chips, let me tell you, chips are no good for you. Okay, so bedtime snacking means basically eating like right before you go to sleep, but your body not having enough time to digest the food, right? So let me make sure I say this slowly and clearly, because I have a tendency to speak really fast. Muy rápido. Now, you want to make sure that you are not eating chips right before bedtime, right? And this is because chips are very high in sodium. So that means no matter how much water you drink, that chips, like the salt from the chips, your body is just holding on to that excess sodium, right? So this is what sodium does. So, okay. Eating too many chips give you a quick burst of energy, but then it also results in your blood sugar levels getting very low. And right before bedtime, this is not what you want to happen. All right, and guys, if you see me looking down on my computer, just know that this is all stuff that I wrote down before, just because it's easier for me to just, read than it is to just say these things off the top of my head, because I never want to forget anything. All right, so sodium in your body retains a lot of fluid, right? So no matter how much water you drink, if you're consuming a lot of sodium, your body already has to try to figure out what to do with this excess sodium. So it's already working very hard to try to get rid of all this excess sodium. Even if you drink water, you're trying to flush it out, but your body is built to retain that excess, right? That excess salt, right? And once your body's retaining that excess salt, it also has to work a lot harder. Your heart has to work a lot harder just to get that sodium out. So excess salt and things with, chips and things that are high in sodium, you want to make sure you're not eating that right before bedtime. So that's a big no-no. And I'm so guilty of this. Oh my gosh. But I've found healthier alternatives. So instead of eating chips right before bedtime, this is what you can eat. Now, I know there are also some issues between popcorn, we're not going to go into that right now, but popcorn, right? So that's something that you're going to replace those high sodium chips with. And of course, you're not adding any salt. So if you're replacing your chips with popcorn, don't add any butter, don't add any salt, and you'll be fine. Trust me. All right, again, this is why I have to read, because I just looked at it and I'm like, oh, I hate to forget things. My mind is full of so many different compartments. I'm working really hard on my website. So that has been taking up a lot of different things. And as far as the teaching website as well, that has been taking up a lot of different, I'm getting so off topic. Let me just get back into it. All right, so research shows that chips and other processed foods are high in trans fat, which can also lead to a lot of different types of cancer, heart disease, and Alzheimer's and obesity. And maybe that's the reason why I'm forgetting so much things, because I eat chips like crazy. But anyway, all right. So the next thing we want to make sure we avoid right before bedtime is ice cream. Who doesn't love ice cream? I don't. I really don't like ice cream. However, sometimes there are times when your body just like it craves certain things because you're lacking something else. And sometimes ice cream is one of those things, right? So right before bedtime, we already know ice cream is very high in sugar. Even if it's the sugar-free ones or not, you know, guys, don't even let me started with that. But anyway, so you want to make sure you're not eating ice cream right before bedtime, and this is why. So ice cream is high in saturated fats and sugar. Plus, whoever only eats just one serving of ice cream? It's impossible, right? So you want to make sure that, okay, let's do the math on it, right? So a pint of ice cream ranges from 300 to 1,000 calories. Your body, NASAM, right? Every personal trainer knows this, right? In general, your body, I think not even personal trainers, in general, like this is what every health conscious person should know. For women, your maximum calorie intake per day is 2,000. For men, you guys get a little bit more at 2,500. However, if you are eating more than 2,000 calories per day, of course, your body is going to start to, if you're eating more than 2,000 calories per day for women, of course, your body is going to start to gain or retain that excess weight, right? So do the math, right? If a pint is already like 300 to 1,000 calories and your daily intake is 2,000, yo, that's just ice cream, right? Come on. The ice cream is not the only thing you're eating for the day. So you want to make sure we're not eating ice cream right before bedtime, especially because your body cannot digest it like that, right? It takes a lot longer to digest. Also, instead of eating that, you can just have some yogurt, top it with some almonds, and drizzle it with some honey. However, if you have nut allergies, don't. Just stay away from the nuts. Okay, so the one food you should be avoiding right before bedtime, number one, cookies. Now, I am very guilty of loving cookies. I absolutely love cookies. Oreo cookies. Chocolate chip cookies and things like that, I could do without that. They're good, but I can do without it. However, if you're eating a cookie right before bedtime, first of all, it's so hard, but let's try not to eat foods right before bedtime. If we are on our weight loss journey, not even a weight loss journey, just our get healthy, get fit mindset, because it really is a mindset, right? If you are on that mindset, one thing that we have to start doing away with is the junk food. And the junk food right before bedtime. That's the first thing that we really want to start to get rid of. However, let's get back to cookies. So it may be very tempting to grab, you know, your chocolate chip cookie and munch on it. Maybe very tempting to grab some Oreos, dunk it with some milk. So good. However, right before bedtime, just don't do it. Don't do it. So snacking right before bedtime can lead to gastroesophageal reflux. Now, that just means that it can cause heartburn, it can cause acid reflux, dyspepsia, which is basically indigestion, and even bloating. My biggest thing is bloating. Oh my gosh. Thankfully, I don't have acid reflux or things like that. Thankfully, I don't suffer with that. But for people who have to endure that, that is terrible. It's a lot. It's a lot. But yeah, so after you eat your snack, okay, so think about it like physics, right? So now we're in physics class. So after you eat your snack, you're standing up, you're usually walking around. Even if you're sitting down, like your body is still proportionally up. It's vertical. Now, let's say you just ate your cookies and now you are about to lay down. So now you're horizontal. So gravity naturally propels things or pulls things down. So if you are standing up, your body's digesting a lot easier, right? Now, if you are laying down, gravity cannot really pull it down, right? Because you're laying down. So it's not pulling it down to your stomach. It's a lot harder. You're forcing your body to work a lot harder when you're eating cookies and things like that right before bedtime. In addition to that, cookies already have so much sugar, you know, and all these different things that are just, you know, things that you should not be eating, especially for your weight loss journey. Make sure you are following me for my weight loss journey. Not really weight loss, I hate to say it like that, but make sure you are following me for your health and get right journey, right? Yeah, so that's about it. Remember that the more you eat, the fuller your stomach gets, and the fuller your stomach gets, the more it has to work to get rid of all that food. So even if it's just a little snack, your body still has to work harder to get rid of it. And when you're laying down, it's not the optimal time because you're transitioning between sleep and you're transitioning between working, you know, getting that body to really go into overdrive to get rid of all that extra snack you just ate. Anyway, hope those tips helped. Please don't eat these foods right before bedtime. Eat it throughout the day. Let your body have time to work it out the system. But I hope that helped someone. And if you need to learn more about this, check out my blog, www.badishandbrainy.com. My video time is up, so I gotta go. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Bye. It's Badish and Brainy. How could I forget? Instead of eating that before bedtime, get some mashed bananas, mix them with the vegan chips, so good, mix it with the vegan chips, and you could also add some granola, mix it in. It has that nice cookie crunch kind of texture that you still kind of want to get, but that is a better thing to do to replace it. All right.